Hi everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to talk about your hair porosity, we're going to talk about your hair density, we're going to talk about the width of your hair strands, and we're going to talk about your curl type. So these are the 4 things we're going to talk about today. So let's not waste any more time and let's jump right in. Your hair's density. You may not have thought about your hair density. I know I didn't until a few days ago when I started to research this, and I found out my hair density. So there are 2 ways that you can do this. The first way I'm going to tell you to do it is probably the best way. So basically tie your hair in a bobbin like that and get a soft measuring tape and then do it on the inches and just wrap it around the hair bobble, okay? Be safer getting somebody else to do this. I got my mum to do this because I obviously cannot see the back of my head. So basically, whenever you wrap it around your hair bobble and you measure it, if it measures from a 2 or below, your hair density is low. So basically that means you don't have loads of hair on your head. You have basically less hair on your head than everyone else. If your hair density is between a 2 and a 3, then obviously you have medium amount of hair on your head. And if it's from a 4 or more, then you have a lot of hair on your head. Your hair density is basically high. So I found out that mine was a 4 on the dot, so I am a high density, which I would not have said at all. I definitely would have said that I was like a medium, I think, of density. So the second way that you can like figure this out is apparently by just like taking your hair out, like giving it a shake, not like parting it or anything, giving it a shake, and then if you can look down, I don't know how you're supposed to look down and see, but if you can try to like see if you can see your scalp, so looking at that myself, I would personally say that I was like a medium because I can sort of see my scalp. Because apparently if you can really see your scalp very easily, that's obviously a low density of hair. You don't have an awful lot. If you can see your scalp a wee bit, which I think I can, it would be a medium. And if you can't really see your scalp at all, then it would be a high density. But I don't really know. I don't feel like this works as well. Now, I just think it's quite hard because if you had somebody else beside you, you may be able to tell, because obviously everybody's hair density is different. So if you're able to see somebody with less, hair on their head, you might go, oh, theirs is low, maybe mine's not as low, or mine's lower, whatever. But I think the measuring around your hair bubble actually works pretty well. Okay, so I would go with that one, but I'm just giving you the second option anyway. So let's also look at the width of your hair. So this, basically all you're going to do is grab a single strand of hair, and put it in between your fingers. So if you can like do that and you can like rub it, if you don't really feel it at all, if you don't really feel the strand at all, you don't feel it, it's not really there, then you have fine hair. Basically you have fine hair because you can't really feel it. If you can feel it, you know it's there, you're like, yeah, I can feel this, then you're like a medium. Your hair's like a medium, okay? If you can really feel it and you can't ignore that it's like in between your fingers, then you have coarse hair. Now, don't get me wrong, I think mine is, for myself, it's medium, but I know in different strands in my head, I definitely have like coarse hair. Like this is the perfect example, like that one's so much thicker compared to like the one I just had. So I think you can have sort of like a mixture of a few, but I would personally say that mine's probably like a medium and too coarse sort of like width of hair. Okay. The other thing we're going to look at is hair porosity. So your hair porosity is, I have a video of this anyway, so I will put this up above, and then you can look at it. It's literally like a 3 to 4 minute video, very quick, and you can do that test right then and there. So basically hair porosity is just how much moisture your hair can retain or cannot retain. So if your hair can't really get wet very easily or takes ages to dry, you more than likely have low porosity hair. If your hair loves water, can get wet so easily but dry super fast, then you more than likely have high porosity hair. So you just have to like figure that out. There's 2 tests that you can do that I have shown, maybe it's 3, I can't remember, but the video's up there anyway. Okay, so it's just all about the moisture. Knowing this will definitely help with like knowing if you need more protein in your hair or whether you need more moisture. It definitely helps with the moisture balance. Okay, so it's something you need to find out. Then we're going to look at your hair type. So your curl type. So I think this is one of the most important things that every curly girl should know is their curl type. It was definitely one of the first things I ever found out because one, I think it's the easiest thing to find out. So I have created my own wee chart, which is obviously very similar to like loads of charts you see online, but obviously I've just created my own for the sake of this. So this is it. Just have you let you have a look. Okay. So obviously we have the 2s. Okay. We have the 2s, and we have the 3s, and we have the 4s. So if you're in the 2 section, you are wavy. You're just wavy, okay? You're more wavy hair. So if you're in the 3 section, then you have curly hair, and then if you're 4 section, then you have coils and kinks, okay? So in the 2 section from here, as you can see, it's literally like it's sort of like straight, but it has a bit of a wave. I would say it's more of a kink. If you've like a kink in your hair, I would say you're probably here. 2B is literally like sort of like an S-shaped wave, sort of like getting to like an S shape. I sort of say it's more like towards the like a beachy wave look sort of thing, not quite as much, but a very loose like wave. If you're in a 2C, you're really going for that beachy wave look. You know, you have loads of waves in there. It's like maybe it's so wavy. It's, to me personally, I think you sort of look like your hair nearly is curly, but it's actually not. It's just like so wavy. It nearly has a definition. Then when you move into the 3s, you're obviously into the curly stage. So a 3A, you have like your S shapes that are sort of like here, but then they loop this time. They sort of loop in. They're a very loose loop and curl. They can sort of be like straight. Personally, I think your hair can be straight at the top regardless of who you are. But that's what that is. Then you move on to a 3B. Obviously, it's still an S shape, but the curls are a lot tighter. Okay, then you go to 3C. That is a more defined, proper defined sort of like curl spiral effect. And then obviously the 4s go on to really, really curly and coily and so on there. Okay, so I'm obviously focusing more on these. Personally, I will tell you my hair type. You can have more than one hair type, so don't be thinking and going, oh, this side of my head's like a 2, this side of my head's a 3, but what am I like? You know, you can have more than one type. So personally, I have just actually extended my type because I didn't really realize. But yes, I am a 2C to a 3B. So I have 3 different curl types, I think, personally, in my head. Now, this is day 4 hair, so this probably isn't the best hair to show you, but basically, for the 2C curl, which is this one, I think, so it's, my best thing to probably look at is, it's probably like something like that. That's probably a 2C, I would say. Because it's like wavy, like it's loads of wavies. It's not just a wee bit, like it's loads of wavies. Yeah, like I have loads of them like in my head. Okay, then I look at a 3A. So a 3A, you're probably talking about these ones here, like they're curling. These are all curls. You're in the curl section, but it's not mad curly. It's like really loose. You're talking really loose because like, there's a perfect one. There's probably a perfect 3A curl, a real loose curl. It's a wave, but it's super loose. Then you're going into the 3B, which is probably more into these ones here. See this? Now we're more defined. We've got more defined curls. These are all more defined. There's a perfect defined one as well. Just move. Actually, these are all clumped together. Let's take that back up. So those are like a 3B, a 3B. And then, I don't know, like I might have a 3C in there somewhere, like sometimes underneath, like there's probably a 3C maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. It's probably still maybe in the 3B section actually. So I am definitely from a 2C to a 3B. So 2C, 3A, 3B is definitely where my hair is. Obviously, whenever it's complete wash day, my hair is a lot more in the 3s than it would be in the 2s. I find it comes down to the 2s, like, you know, the further you go on. So finding out your hair type will help you so much in, well, basically following people who have the same hair type as you. That helps out so much. If you know your hair type and you realize they have similar hair type, you can figure out what products they use, what styling techniques they use, like how well they diffuse or things like that there. So you know, it's great to be able to find that out. Obviously all these 4 techniques are great to find out because you're able to, you know, your stylers and how you style things and things are great, and whether you need more moisture, whether you know should style in the shower, whether you should style with your hair a wee bit more dry, you know, you'll find all that out whenever you use these 4 techniques, not 4 techniques, 4 things you need to know. I just lost my train of thought. So you found out your hair's porosity, make sure you look at that video, the width of your hair, the density of your hair, and your curl type. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for watching today. I hope that this video has helped you get you a better understanding of your hair. It's helped me anyway, because when I researched in this, I didn't realize that density and even the width of my hair, I didn't know either of those two. So I thought I'd share this with you, because this is going to help me as well figuring out like what products, because now I know my density is a lot higher than what I thought. I can have like heavier creams and stuff, so I'm definitely going to experiment now with those heavier creams. But before, I always would have went for like a lighter one, because I thought that my like hair was more fine, but at the same time I was like, it's not that fine. So I'm glad now that I've sorted that out. So yes, definitely look into this. Again, I hope this has helped you, give you some more information. If you need any more information, please reach out. And that is everything, guys. So thank you so much for watching today, and remember to like, subscribe, and share the love, and I shall see you next time. Thank you. Bye now. Bye.